Alright, we're going to label that one. We're going to keep that glue out for a moment because we're going to keep gluing in as we go, but we're going to wait to glue in until after we talk about this. So we have B in this corner. That point there is B. Our 90-degree angle at the top there is T. And then we have this point over here, which is K. So overall, that's kind of our big triangle we're looking at is TBK or TKB or KBT, however you look at that. But that's our big triangle. And then we have this 90-degree part here, which is now W. So as I look at that triangle, it was a right triangle, but now I have a segment that connects a base to a vertex at 90 degrees. Is that segment a median, an altitude, a perpendicular bisector, or an angle bisector? Good, an altitude. So we're going to write that TW is an altitude and that's kind of our key today is that we're working with an altitude of triangle. How do we want to label that big triangle? Somebody go for it. BTK. Alright, I'm going to color. Today is a really, really good day to color, like really good day, because we're going to really be visualizing these triangles as 3 separate triangles. It's going to be a lot. So coloring is going to be really important today. So just grab 3 colored pencils. It's not a lot of coloring we're doing today. It's some quick coloring, but it's going to just help us kind of translate in our brain what's happening. I'm going to use orange, blue, and pink. So if you'd like to use orange, blue, and pink, I have this light blue. Pale blue. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. You want some colors? And then we're going to go bring it over there because they need some colors. Thanks. Here you go. I'm going to organize sometime in my life. Alright, so this overall, I'm going to color it orange personally. You color it whatever color you want. But I'm going to just outline it. So our big overall triangle is BTK. So anytime I'm talking about that big triangle, I'm going to use orange. And again, it's not a whole lot of work that we're doing today. It's just a quick intro for tomorrow. All right, but then because we have that altitude, there's another right triangle that's created. What other right triangle is there? Triangle, so 3 points. BTW. Why is this one on the left side? How is this a right triangle? Where is the 90 degrees? Yeah, if this left side is 90, this right side, sorry. If this is 90 degrees, what's over here? 90 degrees. So we have also triangle BTW. I'm going to do that in pink today. So pick one color for your left triangle. Jeremiah, your music is so loud. Thank you. All right, and what's our other 90-degree right triangle? TWK. I'm going to do that one in my light blue today. So as we look at these, they're kind of all overlapping. We have the big triangle BTK, and then we have like these 2 triangles that are over it, that pink one and that blue one, blue, purple, whatever color you see that as. All right, next thing we're going to glue in is we're going to glue in the triangle that has just the one right triangle, and we're going to glue that in the middle there. So just the one with the right angle. It's like a nice clear triangle. Need a new one, Lillian? Do you need a new one?
No.
Oh, you found it? Good. Happened a lot in our period one. All right, so as we look at this triangle, which triangle is this one representing? Yeah, the big one, the original one. So this one's going to be representing B, T, and K. So I'm going to color that one orange because that's what I highlighted that one in. So whatever color you did your big triangle in, go ahead and color this one in that same color. How are we doing? You guys got it? All right, here's some magic that's going to happen here. So, what we're going to do is we're going to take our last triangle that we have. See this triangle? You see how it was supposed to be like overlapping? First off, if this was 90 degrees, what else is 90 degrees? The other side, right? Okay, but now what we're going to do is we're going to split this into two. So we're going to take our scissors. Everyone watch for a second. We're going to take our scissors and we're going to cut down that middle line. And we're going to make two separate triangles. Nah. That probably would have been a smart idea, but that's okay. Alright, so we have a little moment here like the Princess Diaries. Anyone seen this? Only Paro could take this and create a princess. No? No one seen it? Alright. It's okay. It's the first DVD I ever owned. Was the Princess Diaries. Okay. So anyways, we have this triangle here. And now we're going to break it into two separate triangles. So we're going to glue these in on the two separate sides. Here and there. So we have this, and then we're going to go separate. I feel like I did a really good job of pretending that I was Paulo. Like, Paulo could take this and give you a princess. You know where they're holding the pictures over her face, and then they do the makeover, and then they do the reveal scene? Okay. Thanks. I'm not completely crazy. A little crazy, but... Alright, so go ahead and get those glued in. And then we're going to label these triangles separately since we now removed them from that overlapping. So what we're doing here is we're just visualizing this triangle that really it's three triangles in one. We're just separating them out into their three separate triangles. So this is our pink triangle here. This one on the left, it goes B up to T, and then it follows that altitude down to W. So whatever color you colored in this left one, go ahead and color that same one here. This one on the left side, I'm going to change where I wrote that K so it's not so all over the place there. Okay, there. This one over here starts at T, goes down our altitude down to W, and then over to K. And again, that's our right-sided triangle, so you could color it whatever color you colored your right. What we're going to do here is we're going to prove that these three triangles are similar. Remember, similar, does that mean they're exactly the same?
No.
No, which should make sense. Is this pink and this orange, are they exactly the same? No. But they're the similar right triangles and they have the similar ratios, which is going to allow us tomorrow to work on those sides and figure out side lengths. It's going to be really exciting. When I say it's really exciting, I mean it's going to be not exciting, but this is my least favorite lesson of the whole year. All right, so as we take a look at this, to prove that we have similar right triangles, there was 3 theorems that we learned. If we go back to 7.3, our 3 theorems we learned were side, 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 angle, angle, and side, angle, side. Do we know any of these side lengths? No. So the biggest thing we're going to do is be able to prove it using our angles. So I'm going to start with this right, this left, this is left. This left one and this orange one, the middle one. Which angles are congruent here? Between this one and this one?
B.
B, good. How did you know B would be congruent? They're both B, right? They come from the same place. I took this B and I just put it into 2 different places. So they come from the same. So angle B is congruent to angle B. Anyone remember what property that was, that when you have the same exact thing 2 times?
Reflective.
Oh, reflexive. Good job. Way to go. All right, is there another angle between this pink triangle and this orange triangle that are the same?
No.
T and W. T and W here are what degree? 90. 90-degree angles are congruent. So angle W is congruent to angle T. So we can say that these 2 triangles are similar. So let's write our similarity statement below. The first triangle doesn't matter the order. We can put it in any order we want in that first pink triangle. TWB, says Lillian, is similar to triangle. I'm kind of trying to spread this out so they line up underneath. Okay, and we want this to match. So if I look at T, T doesn't match with T anymore. T matches with K. Good, so we're going to start with K. W is next. So W is our 90-degree angle. What matches with our 90-degree angle? T. And then B matches with B. So you might do like a little arc to show that this B and B match together. W is 90 degrees. T is 90 degrees. So kind of see how that matches. We have 90 degrees and then our B's and then our third angle starting at the start there. All right. So we have these 2 triangles are congruent. Let's see if we can get, or not congruent, sorry. What are they? Similar. Similar. With our angle theorem. Angle. All right, now let's look at these 2 triangles. Can we do the same idea? Can we prove that these 2 are similar?
Yeah.
Okay, which 2 angles could I say are congruent from my orange to my blue? K and K. That's what I heard first from Marie. K and K. Good, because that's at a reflexive. They're congruent to itself. I'm going to do 2 arcs because it's different than B. It's not the same. So 2 arcs, 2 bands. Good. W here with our 90-degree angle and T our 90-degree angle. So because of angle, do we have 2 angles that are congruent?
Yeah.
Yep. So are these triangles similar?
Yeah.
Yep. Remember similar, we use that little symbol, the squiggle. Angle. All right, now we already wrote this one for KTB, this middle triangle. So let's just continue our similarity statement here on the bottom. And let's match how that goes with this blue one. So I went KTB. So as I look at this orange one, what would K match with on my blue?
Okay.
K, good. K matches with K on this in this case. Does T match with T though?
No.
No, T is my 90 degrees. What's my 90 degrees on my blue? W. And then B is kind of my third angle.
T.
And our last angle is T. Good. So if you want to, you can label that W is that 90 degrees. And then if it helps you, you could show that K is congruent here. Maybe do those two arcs to show that those were matching, and we use those two arcs there if you want. You don't have to. That's a little fancy, I know. All right, if you wanted to color code your triangles here, those little triangle symbols, that's my blue one. If yours didn't match up exactly underneath, that's okay, and then you can color code them so you know where they go. Orange and pink. Now, using our transitive property, if my first triangle is similar to the middle triangle, and the middle triangle is similar to the last triangle, what do I know about the first and the last?
They're also similar.
Good, they're also similar. So all three triangles end up being similar to each other. Amazing. Okay, if you look, 90 degrees is all in the middle. Okay, if I was going to match this blue and this pink, I know W matches with W. What does K actually match with in this pink triangle?
T.
Yeah, K actually matches with T, and T matches with B, which feels silly because they both have T, so it feels like T should match with T. But T actually matches with K here, and T here matches with B. It's almost like we took this and we just like flipped it onto its side, right? Kind of makes sense? A little bit?